Hello, Wildcat fans. My name's Dylan Wan. I'm joined alongside Cade Powell
Number 2, Toby Stripling.
as we get ready to kick off the Sly County Wildcats versus the Crisp County Cougars for tonight's game. The first pitch underway is Ashton Gooden, the senior right-hander, on the mound.
His first pitch will be a ball. Here comes the 1-0 count, and that one's in there for a strike, so the count 1-1. Let's start off here in varsity baseball versus Crisp, and 1-1 pitch in there for ball 2.
And the batter for Crisp County, Toby Stripling, the center fielder. And he hits one down the line, just foul third base. So that'll even the count to 2. Here's Gooden's 2-2 pitch. Hit on straight back to the pitcher's mounds. Easy throw to first base for out number 1. Pretty good looking pitch there for Ashton Gooden, able to jam him, and it went up the middle, right back to where he released it.
Right. So batting second will be Connor Richmond, the shortstop for Crisp County. So they look to get going here, but
Yeah.
Ashton's first pitch to him is going to hit him, so they will have a runner on base. That's their first of the night on base. So.
Up to bat, number 8, Jackson Napier.
Ashton coming off a pretty good sequence, and then just tries to go inside and ends up hitting the batter there. So
That brings on number 8, Jackson Napier, the second baseman, as his first pitch to him is a little low and away, called for ball 1. So now it changes up the whole game plan here with a 1 runner on, as he's having to look over the shoulder. We get a time call. The 1-0 pitch. And it goes behind the batter, and Connor Richmond's going to advance to second base as Gooden throws one right behind Napier. So that's going to take out the double play. First time Gooden's been behind in the count so far. 2 balls and no strikes as he takes this pitch and
that's
leaves
gonna
it.
Be
Yeah.
low in the strike zone. So ball 3 will be called.
So Crisp County threatening to have 2 runners on with 1 out, as he takes a cut and it goes to right field. Back goes
Trent Bivens, and he's going to throw that into the shortstop, Dylan Taylor. The runner will get back.
Yeah, good awareness there by Trent Bivens. Able to catch the ball and sling it right back to second base, and heads up play by Dylan Taylor, able to cover it. Almost got him out for the 3rd out. But that brings on Bailey Barfield, the first baseman. Here's Barfield's first pitch, and he hits one down the third base line, just foul again. A little late on the swing. And Ricky White will walk and discuss something with Gooden. As well as Lauren Barano.
Coming in from third base, but count will be 0-1 with 2 outs. Runner on second. So the 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1 in the count.
See Dylan Taylor and Logan Wirtz right at the middles playing with him. And Gooden's second pitch goes right between his legs up the middle. Runner's coming around third. The throw home to the plate. Is it in time? No. As he gets past, and there's the first points for tonight. As Bailey Barfield comes up with the RBI.
And he will advance to second on the throw home, so they still have a runner in scoring position. Still 2 outs for Sly County.
So that's a big hit, able to score on 2 outs. Another ball went straight up to
Jack Carter.
Ashton Gooden right off the mound where it came from. So Jack Carter, the catcher, makes his appearance to the plate with another runner on at second. And we have another ball outside for ball 1.
So Ashton getting set to deliver the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 2.
It's pretty close there, but the umpire, has a better angle than we do.
Ricky White tried to paint that on the corner there, but
Yep.
umpire not giving him the benefit of the doubt. So count will be at 2-0. Still a runner on second. And the 2-0 pitch, that one outside too. So 3 balls, no strikes.
And Gooden's looking a little shaken up here.
He's yet to really find his groove in this
Yeah.
first inning. There's still a ways to go in this game.
3-0 pitch. Inside, strike call number 1. So trying to make his way back in the count as Jack Carter obviously will take that pitch.
Hitters count with a 3-1 advantage. Ashton delivers, and that's going to be fouled off. So the count now full at 3-2. And still a runner on second. He hasn't tried to advance.
No.
Trying to get a stolen base, but
Ashton's full count pitch, low and inside. The throw down to first base. Lauren Barano Ricky White almost threw it away, but Barano was there to clean it up as we get a base on balls and runners at the corners now.
so there will be a pinch runner in.
Jordan Grinnell comes in for
Bat number 7, Noah Walters.
the catcher, Jack Carter. And here's the pitcher, number 7, Noah Walters. So he makes his first plate appearance, and Gooden with the pickoff move, trying to get the runners back closer to the base. So he thought they were a little too far. His first pitch called ball 1. Like you said earlier, Gooden's struggling right now to find the groove, but it still is the first inning.
Right.
But definitely a plus for the opposing team when you're getting first pitch of ball.
You're going up in the count every time as a batter.
Yep.
That ball will be fouled off, so the count now will be at 1-1. Still 2 outs, runners at the corners.
Chris threatening here to put another runner on.
Base hit will bring that run in from third base. So the 1-1 pitch is
Wow,
in there for strike 2, and
that was pretty good.
great pitch by Ashton.
Yep.
Putting it on the inner half of the plate and caught the batter looking.
So we got a pitcher's count here as he delivers the 1-2. And it's called strike 3. So that will end the inning. Chris County does put up 1 run. Left runners at the corners. So the Cats are about to make their way on offense for the first time, and we'll be right back.
So we are back here going to the bottom half of the first inning. As Garrett Peavy, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Wildcats.
Number 2, Garrett Peavy.
Garrett Jr. leading things off for the Wildcats.
As the first pitch he takes is ball. And the 1-0 pitch. And is hit on right to second base, a slow roller, as he makes the throw to first for out number 1. So Crisp County with a quick out on 2 pitches. Garrett Peavy is retired. On next is Dylan Taylor, number 11, the shortstop.
Number 11, Dylan Taylor.
The lefty. This will be an interesting matchup, or a righty versus a lefty here in the pitcher Noah Walters, as Taylor takes ball 1.
Taylor with the 1-0 count. He's going to swing at that one, and will be a strike called. So the count now 1-1 with 1 out. Crisp with a still with a 1-0 lead as the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike 2.
Noah Walters, 1-2 pitch. Taylor fouls it off, so he stays alive here. Up next in the batter's box, number 8, Dylan Wyndham. He's the first baseman. He's a senior as well. Come on next after Taylor. And he swings on a miss for strike 1 of, or excuse me, a strikeout. So that will bring on Dylan Wyndham.
Number 8, Dylan Wyndham.
So Crisp County with 2 early outs here on a few pitches as Wyndham goes with strike 1, swing and a miss.
So the 0-1 count, or the 0-1 pitch in there for strike 2, and Dylan Wyndham quickly behind here and with 2 outs. Nobody on for Sly County. 0-2 pitch is going to be high. So count now at 1-2. As Ashton Gooden, the pitcher, is on deck.
Also hitting in the 4 hole. The 1-2 pitch on to Wyndham. He watches it low and outside. That evens the count at 2.
Two pitch outside, and Dylan works his way back to a full count. And
that's great vision right there by Dylan Wyndham.
great patience.
Yep. Able to put the count at full now as he swings on a miss for the second strikeout of the inning. So that will end it here for the first half, or excuse me, the first inning. As we go on to the second inning, 1-0, Crisp County still on top. So the beginning of the second inning, up to bat, number 19, Tanner Macy, the designated hitter, and he takes a swing on the first pitch as it's fair. Trent Bivens on, gets the ball into the infield fast. That keeps the runner from advancing. So a first pitch swing, Crisp County now on first base.
So Ashton Gooden still yet to find his groove. He got into a little bit of a jam in that first inning, but able to work out of it, leaving runners on the corners. Did give up a single run, but Crisp County getting aggressive.
16, Kane Jolly.
And their leadoff man is on with a single.
So that brings on number 18, Alex Kelly, or excuse me, Cade Jolly, number 16, the left fielder.
So Ashton Gooden with the 0-1 pitch. And that'll be strike 2.
Gooden here trying to get into a groove as he struggled just a little bit in the first inning. And a snap throw down to the first base line, and as it gets past Dylan Wyndham, Bivens is in there to clean it up. So Sly County's doing a little bit of a damage to themselves.
The count is 1-2, so. One-two pitch, and that's going to be in there for strike three. Caught the batter looking.
Up to bat, number 4, Cole Lancaster.
So that will be Ashton Gooden's first strikeout of the night.
That
Now
brings-
Cole Lancaster, the third baseman, batting in the 9 spot for Chris County. His time will be called on the field. Ashton with a quick pickoff move tries to catch the runner. At first base, he will dive back safely, so 1 runner on with 1 out. Chris still holds a 1-0 lead.
Here goes Gooden's pickoff move to first base. As Cade Jolly was back in time. Gooden's 0-1 pitch now. A little low in the dirt for ball 1.
So Ashton Gooden set to deliver the 1-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss, strike 2. Runner still at first base, not trying to steal. Ashton's been keeping him honest over there with the pickoff move.
Sure has. This is not giving him much room to get a lead off of first base, as he's really watching him over there. So he delivers the 1-2 pitch. It's called strike 3, a snapback throw to first. Not in time, but that will be out number 2.
Ashton Gooden will get his second strikeout of the game and of the inning.
Up to bat, number 2, Toby Stripling.
And now back to the leadoff man, the center fielder, Toby Stripling, with 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch in there for strike
Yep.
1. So Ashton
yeah.
looking to get in his groove as he's
Just what I
out
was
there on
gonna-
the mound.
That was just what I was going to say. He's looking really good here as 2 strikeouts in this inning. Could put away the side with strikeouts. As the second pitch is outside for ball 1.
Ashton with a quick pickoff move, tries to get the runner at first, but he will get back safely.
The 1-1 pitch from Ashton. Just a little high. So ball 2. Ashton still watching the runner over at first. Keeping him close. As Toby Stripling takes strike 2, so now it now evens the count.
2
Ashton-
balls, 2 strikes, and
1 strike away from striking out the side. And that's
That-
inside. Ooh.
almost hit Toby Stripling. And that would have given Chris 2 runners on base, but he will avoid that. And full count now at 3-2. Runner still at first.
Runner's going to run right here. As there's a ball ripped in the gap of left field and center, and Albritton, the senior's not able to make the catch as it dove just before he could get there. And Toby Stripling comes up with a big hit. So a 2-out hit. Runners now on first and second, and that brings up Connor Richmond, the shortstop.
Up to bat, number 12, Connor Richmond.
So Crisp County's not going out easy in both innings so far.
They've done all their damage with 2 outs up to this point in the ball game, as they hold a 1-0 lead, and the 0-0 pitch is going to be on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
That was a good pitch to pitch away there to Jackson Napier, or excuse me, Connor Richmond.
Ashton keeping the runner honest to second, as the shortstop Dylan Taylor and second baseman Logan Wirtz are kind of just toying with him, just keeping him close. And
Well, Connor went up high there on that one.
he saw a fastball at the eye level and got a little excited, but can't catch up to it. And the count now will be 0-2. 2 men on with 2 outs here in the top half of the second. And that pitch will be low and call ball a ball.
Good, and still watching the runners as Logan Wirtz is now at second. He delivers the 1-2 pitch. Outside, call strike 3. So that will end the top of the second as the Cats come on next. Ashton leaves 2 runners on the base. We'll be right back.
So we are back now, and the pitcher Ashton Gooden will lead off the bottom half of the second for the Wildcats. Down 1, still early in this ball game.
Oh yeah, still got a long ways to go.
The pitcher for Crisp, Noah Walters, had a perfect inning last inning, 3 up, 3 down, as he'll get Ashton chasing a ball for strike 1.
No, yeah, like you said, Noah Walters did a great job last inning. I think around like 5 or 6 pitches on 2 outs, and now he has Gooden in an 0-2 count. So Gooden will face the next pitch. Is this called a strike 3? Looking just like the first batter, Garrett Peavy. Strikeout of the first out of the inning, so
Number 20, Trent Bivens.
that brings on Trip Bivens, the right fielder, who's number 20. He's a junior.
Trent now trying to become the first man to reach base for Scott County. His fastball inside will be fouled off to the first base side.
That's going to be strike 1. Walters delivers the pitch, and it's a little high, and it goes off the catcher's mitt for ball 1. Lauren Barano, the senior third baseman, number 13, is on deck for after Trent Bivens. And he will swing for a 1-2 count now for the junior.
Great job by Noah Walters settling in very quickly for Crisp County in this game. He had a perfect inning in that first inning. And
Looked like it almost hit Bivens there.
it's a breaking ball
Yeah.
that just tailed away from Bivens. So count now will be at 2-2.
Walters will deliver the 2-2 pitch as it does hit Bivens, I believe, in the hand or the wrist area, as he will make his way down to first base. So that's the second batter of this game so far to be hit, as we saw Gooden hit a Crisp County Cougar earlier. That brings on Lauren Barano.
Coach for Chris wanted to talk that over with the umpire behind the plate, making sure that
Yeah,
did hit the bat handle.
Yeah. Umpire thought it hit the play. And you could tell the reaction from Trent Bivens as well, as he knew.
So Lauren Barano now, the third baseman, will be up the bat, and the first pitch will be away and gets past the catcher, and Trent will advance to second on the wild pitch.
That takes out the double play right there. So the first time we've really seen Walters, besides hitting Trent Bivens, a little struggle here.
You know, he had Trent Bivens 0-2 in the count, but
Yep.
just lost him and then ended up hitting him. And now Trent stands at second with one out. Lauren's going to foul that pitch back, so the count now at 1-1.
And Trip Lumpkin, the freshman, is in the on-deck circle. And a beautiful breaking ball from Noah Walters, as Lauren Barano swung on and missed. So that will put the count at 1-2. As another swing and miss for the Slot County Wildcats. So that will be Walters' fourth strikeout so far.
Number 3.
He's settled in very
Yeah,
quickly
he
into
has.
this game. You know, only miscue is, you know, hitting Trent, and hasn't given up a hit yet. But
That's really it, honestly. I mean, we are only 2 innings into the game so far. But he's done a pretty good job as it.
Trip Lumpkin will
Yeah.
hit a sky-high ball to the center fielder, Toby Stripling, and he'll come on and make the catch. So a quick inning for Crisp County on defense, as they still hold a 1-0 lead going into the top half of the third, and we'll be right back.
Up to bat, number 8, Jackson Napier.
So Jackson Napier,
Jackson Napier, the second baseman,
Yep.
will lead off for the Cougars in the top half of the third, and Ashton Gooden. Gooden's breaking ball. They're in the dirt for ball 1.
He might need to tighten that hat a little bit. He keeps losing it on every pitch.
Every
He's
pick
having
off move, every pitch, that hat has been in the dirt. And
there they go. There it goes again.
so that ball will be high on ball 2. So Ashton quickly behind in the count. And the 2-0 pitch inside for ball 3.
Yeah, just a little too inside. From my angle, it looked like it was a slider, trying to break it across the half the plate, and just wasn't able to finish through with it as he walks Napier on 4 straight pitches, and that will be his second walk tonight for Gooden.
Up to bat, number 6,
That brings on
Bailey Barfield.
Bailey Barfield, the first baseman, for his second plate appearance. And again, Crisp County already at first base early in the inning with 0 outs so far. And it puts a lot of pressure on a pitcher when you know you got a runner behind your back. As a ball's hit up to the middle, Logan Wirtz is able to make the out at second as he stumbles his feet and was able to tag Jackson Napier. So 1 out, we still have a runner at first.
Up to bat, number
Was a
14,
chance for a
Jack
double play there,
Carter.
but
Yeah.
Logan Wirtz just lost his footing and was able to get the lead
Yeah.
runner. And Ashton will try a pickoff move, keeping the runner over at first honest. Now Jack Carter, the catcher, will be up for Crisp County, as that pitch is in there for ball 1.
And we have Michael Wainwright in the bullpen warming up as Ashton Gooden delivers his 2-0 pitch.
Ashton just has not been able to find his groove so far tonight. He looked good in the second inning with a couple of Ks, but apart from that,
Yeah, he's just been struggling a little bit. And 3 straight balls now. Another pickoff move to first base. Runner is able to get back in time. The 3-0 pitch from Gooden. High and outside, so another walk.
Ashton with 2 4-0 walks in this
Inning alone. Yeah.
So there will be a pinch runner coming in for Jack Carter, the catcher.
Up to bat, number 7, Noah
Also,
Walters.
Jordan Gurnell that came in earlier in the first inning, I believe, for the catcher. So Ashton's has 2 runners on.
1 out, and now the pitcher, Noah Walters, up to bat.
Taylor and Wirtz at second base are playing as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 1. We have the corners, Lauren Barano and Dylan Wyndham are in front of the bases.
Trying to get a double play here and get out of this inning. Ashton with the pickoff move, and that ball would get by Logan Worson into center field, but Garrett Peavy, the junior center fielder, there to clean that up and get it back in, so there
Yeah.
will be no runners advancing.
Yeah, that was great great concentration there from Garrett Peavy to back that throw up, because there would have been runners on third or at the corners. If not for that, we have a foul ball. I'll make a 0-2 count. At 2 outs, runners at first and second. And Gooden's pitch just low and away. So that puts ball 1 up on the board.
So the 1-2 pitch on the way, and it is swung on, ground ball to the second baseman Logan Wirtz as he's going to field it and tosses it over to Dylan Wyndham. And he's going to try and fire across the diamond to
Again,
get the runner at third.
Yeah, Slack County's not afraid to throw the ball around and get another out if they can. As you saw,
Up to bat,
Wyndham, the
number
first
19,
baseman,
Tanner Macy.
throw it over the diamond to Barano. So that will give us 2 outs.
Now Tanner Macy, the designated hitter, batting for Alex Kelly, the right fielder. And Ashton's pitch will be a little low and caught a ball. So Chris with 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, and they did their damage in the first inning with 2 outs.
Yep. And
Trying to do some more, but
Good not happy with that call. He thought that was perfect. Umpire thought otherwise, and Gooden's getting a little frustrated on the mound as
he's gotten a little frustrated in this half inning. You know, there's been some questionable calls on the corner, but the umpire says otherwise, and now the 2-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1.
Barano still, the third baseman still playing in as his.
Great breaking ball
Yeah.
from Ashton Gooden.
He evens the count at 2 now, so he's getting close to being able to get out of the inning. I don't think we'll see Michael Wainwright in this third inning unless we get a hit here. As it's called strike 3 looking, so it will get out of the inning. The score is still 1-0. Gooden was able to get out of a jam. We'll be right back at the bottom of the third.
So the catcher now, Ricky White, will lead off for the Wildcats here in the bottom half of the third.
As he and the on-deck batter, Dakota Albritton, make their first plate appearance in the bottom half of the third. And Noah Walters' first pitch to Ricky White swung on a miss for strike 1.
And the Wildcats through 2 innings, they've only had 1 base runner, and that was Trent Bivens on a hit by a pitch. So
Yep. White, another strike, swung on a miss, and we've seen this a lot actually. In the first and second batters of each inning, Noah Walters has been able to get in the 0-2 count early, as we have 3 pitches, 3 strikes, another strikeout for the Sauk County Wildcats as we move on to Dakota Albritton, the senior, who is the left fielder.
Number 22, Dakota Albritton.
we'll see Dakota for the first time tonight at the plate. Trying to get a runner on for Sauk County, and now Lauren Barano is warming up in the bullpen as the first pitch will be fouled off by Dakota Albritton.
First bit of contact we've seen in a little bit from the Sauk County offense. There's the 0-2 pitch. Hit right back up to the pitcher, and he will be able to make that play as Dakota Albrecht makes contact, but that will result in 2 outs as Garrett Peavy, the leadoff batter, makes his way, the center fielder.
Number 2, Garrett Peavy.
Garrett Peavy's first pitch onto him, did it hit him or did it hit the catcher's mitt?
I think it went off the catcher's mitt. And
will result in 2 balls now. Garrett Peavy, close to being hit on the first pitch, takes the second pitch as the third pitch is right down the middle for strike 1.
so the 2-1 pitch delivered and fouled off by Garrett Peavy. So that will even up the count at 2-2.
We had 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for the Slide County Wildcats. The 2-2 pitch is delivered, swung on and missed for strike 3. Noah Walters has been very good so far in the first 3 innings as we move on to the top of the 4th, and Crisp County will be right back on offense.
Crisp County, the left fielder, Cade Jolly, as he makes his second plate appearance. And we did have a pitching change for the Wildcats as Lauren Barano came in for Ashton Gooden.
As Cade Jolly, the left fielder, is able to get a hit and going to the plate, or excuse me, second base, is able to sneak past Dylan Taylor at second as Cade Jolly gets a leadoff double off the pitching change and Lauren Barano, and here comes Ricky White to the mound.
So while Ricky White takes a moment to talk with Lauren Barano, Ashton was moved to center field, and Garrett Peavy, who was at center field, was moved to second base, who came in from Logan Wirtz, and Michael Wainwright now playing third base.
Cole Lancaster.
And That's where Lauren was playing before he got on the mound, but Cole Lancaster will now be batting for Chris County, the third baseman, as he bats in the 9 hole, and he looks to bunt but pulls back, and that first pitch will be in there for strike 1.
We got a 0-1 count, runner at second. And a new pitching type for the Slot County Wildcats and Lauren Barano. We show bunt just a little low and away for ball 1, so that evens the count as Dylan Wyndham was charging in to cover the bunt. The 1-1 pitch. Bunt again as he, I believe, left it out there. It should be strike 2.
I think he fouled it off his bat.
Yeah.
Might have hit him when he fouled it off, but it will be called strike 2. Chris County they've been getting runners on so far in this ball game. They've only got 1 run, which came with 2 outs in the first inning.
As Barano will deliver the 4th pitch in for ball 2, so now we have an even count.
So now the 2-2 pitch delivered and just a bit high.
Ricky White tried to frame it there, but the umpire, the ump behind the plate thought otherwise for ball 3, so that will even up the count, or excuse me, have a full count here. As the pitch is swung on and missed, Barano is able to retire that, so that will put on out number 1.
Up to bat, number 2, Toby Stripling.
And that brings on the leadoff hitter, Toby Stripling, the center fielder. The first pitch to him, he sees. Caught a ball. Ooh.
That one looked like a strike to me, but the umpire, the better view on it than we have, we'll call it a ball.
Barano's watching the runner at second. Trying to keep him close as his second pitch is watch for strike 1.
So Lauren in the stretch with the runner on second. Looks to deliver the 1-1 pitch, and
now just a little low and away again. A lot so far tonight. Gooden and Barano have been missing their pitches in low and away, just unable to paint the corners, which has really hurt so far. As Barano puts one back inside for strike 2, so that will even the count.
so Barano looks to deliver the 2-2 pitch, and it is swung on and hit up the middle. The shortstop Dylan Taylor will come on and field that and makes a great play to retire the runner at first. And the runner will move up from second to third. So Chris will have a runner on third with 2 outs, and now the shortstop Connor Richmond at the plate.
Like we've seen in the previous innings, a lot of 2 outs for the Cats and a runner on third. So, Crisp County's been in the position to score off a single all night so far.
They were able to convert in the first, but that's all they've been able to do so far. So great job by Slot County to battle back when those runners are on. A great pitch by Lauren. We'll get the batter swinging, and now the count will be at 0-2.
So we have a pitcher's count here. The 0-2 pitch from Barano. Swung and fouled out of play. So the count stays the same.
So the 0-2 pitch delivered outside and low, so good eye by the batter not to chase that.
Yep.
The count now will be at 1-2. Still a runner on third, 2 outs in the top half of the fourth.
We have a shot to Garrett Peavy, and it bounces in his glove, so it will not be a line drive out, but the throw to Wyndham is in time for out number 3. Now we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 1-0. Cats looking to get put on the board. Welcome back, Wildcats fans. We hit the bottom of the 4th for sophomore batter, Dylan Taylor, for his second plate appearance tonight. And Noah Walters still the pitcher for Crisp County as he throws one just outside.
Noah Walters has done a great job so far tonight, getting ahead in the count and getting these batters on their back foot and keep them guessing at what pitch is going to be delivered, whether it's a breaking ball or a fastball. So the 1-0 pitch will be swung on by Dylan Taylor. He takes a big cut at that one.
And I know 2 batters so far tonight have been 3 pitches on a strikeout for Sly County. So Noah Walters has done a very good job tonight for Crisp County, as he already has Dylan Taylor in a 1-2 count.
So Dylan on the 1-2 pitch, we'll watch that one go by for a ball. The count now will be even at 2-2. Wildcats only have had 1 runner on base tonight, and that was Trent Bivens on a hit by a pitch, but a great breaking ball by Noah Walters as he's going to catch Dylan Taylor looking, as will be another strikeout for Noah Walters. And that will bring up the first baseman, Dylan Wyndham. So he'll make his second plate appearance.
The first pitch to Wyndham looked on for ball 1 as it was a little outside. And Wyndham watches that one for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch. Dylan takes a swing and it fouls it off, so we have another pitcher's count, 1-2 for Noah Walters.
Ashton Gooden, the center fielder, will be in the on-deck circle. As Noah Walters looks to deliver the 1-2 pitch outside for ball 2. As the catcher Jack Carter tried to frame that one, but the umpire keeping his word, called a ball, and now the 2-2 pitch is going to be low and inside for a ball, and now the count full at 3-2.
Oh, Wyndham did a good job of moving his feet there. Try to avoid getting hit. Like you said, we now have a full count, and the pitch to Wyndham is low and outside, so that will put him on at first.
That'll be the second base runner for Sly County, and now the center fielder Ashton Gooden will come up to bat.
And going back to that walk on Dylan Wyndham, that is Noah Walters' first walk tonight.
And Dylan Wyndham did a great job battling back in that count. He was down 1-2 and fought back to earn a walk and get to first base. And Ashton Gooden takes a hard cut at that one and will be strike 1.
Now that the Cats have their second runner on base tonight and just one out, let's see what they're able to do. See if they can get runners at the corners or put a runner in scoring position here and maybe try to get on the board as Gooden takes his second swing and miss. So a quick 0-2 count again for the Cats.
Ashton was a little frustrated when he was on the mound, and that might have transferred into the batter's box as well, as he's taking some hard cuts, and he will go down on 3 pitches and will slam the knob of the bat on the ground as he walks away in frustration. But it will be another strikeout for Noah Walters, as that will bring up the junior right fielder Trent Bivens.
See if Trent Bivens can reach the base. He reached the base last time on a hit by pitch that eventually led to 3 outs after he got put on. So as close again.
He's able to get out of the way that time, and that will be in there for ball 2.
It's the first time I think we've seen in a while a hitter's count. And that's a beautiful pitch right there.
Great breaking ball by Noah Walters to get Trent Bivens looking. And Noah Walters has done a great job of settling in here early and often in this ball game tonight. Another breaking ball by Noah Walters, but that one will break into the dirt. And Trent Bivens with a good eye. Now in a hitter's 3-1 count. So we'll probably see a fastball from Noah Walters right here.
Yeah. The 3-1 pitch, as it is a little outside, so that will be his second walk tonight, and that puts runners at first and second, and that brings on
the pitcher Lauren Barano. He struck out on his last plate appearance. So now Wildcats with 2 on, 2 outs.
The first time Noah Walters has seen this tonight. So let's see how he responds in this new area. As the first pitch Barano sees goes between the second baseman and the first baseman, and we have a runner coming around, Dylan Wyndham. He will tie the game as Barano gets a RBI single, and a runner, Trent Bivens, advances to the third base around runners at corners. Well, there's the answer.
He gives up a 2-out hit, and both teams doing damage in this game with 2 outs. The Cougars did it in the first inning, and the Wildcats now in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, that was
a great hitting by Lauren Barano, you know, going with the pitch, taking it opposite field. You know.
Able to tie the game now, and that might put some life into the Cats so far. I'm not saying they didn't have any. They just looked a little slow out there so far. But
they looked a little frustrated with some of the calls they were getting in the batter's box. But now the freshman Trip Lumpkin will be at the plate. as he's going to take a big cut at that one, and it'll be sky high, 3 players around it for Crisp, and the shortstop Connor Richmond will make the play. So the Wildcats will tie this ball game up at 1-1 here as we go into the top half of the 5th, and we'll be right back.
So to lead off the top of the 5th, number 8, Jackson Napier, the second baseman. As the first pitch to him will be called ball 1 as it was low and away in the dirt. And Barano's second pitch hit down the line. It hits the base. As it will be fair, Peavy to clean it up, and the throw is just a little far from Wyndham as Napier reaches the bag.
Great job by Garrett Peavy on adjusting to that ball, hit off the bag, and just couldn't make the throw. A little behind the first baseman, Dylan Wyndham. So once again, in back-to-back innings, Chris County will have the leadoff man on.
Number 6, Bailey Barfield, the first baseman. So a quick second pitch hit, and now we have a runner on at first as he's got a pretty big lead, and the first pitch to Barfield, ball 1. We have a pickoff move to Wyndham. Runner was able to get back in time. As Barano, as majority of the night, the Wildcat pitchers have been watching the runners as we have a opposite field hit single that moves runners up to second and first.
Great job by Michael Wainwright at third base, being able to field that throw in, not letting it get past him as he will block that ball and smother it.
14, Jack Carter.
Dakota Albritton was able to, like you said, when he threw the ball, Wainwright was there to clean it up, keep the runners from advancing.
That runner at second took a wide turn, and
he was heading there, but luckily the ball got, put in time. So that brings on Jack Carter, the catcher, and Crisp County 2 on and no outs. Wyndham, we have catcher showing bunt, and then we have a balk. So Lauren Barano has balked, and that will advance the runners to third and second as the corners were pinching. So that takes the double play out. And Crisp County is threatening to score here with no outs.
So Scott County will bring the infield in as they were going to look to get the runner at the plate on a ground ball to anybody in the infield. So the Cougars threatening here in the 5th. As that pitch is delivered, and Lauren Barano is going to run the runner down at third. Now they have him in a rundown as throwing back and forth, and now Dylan Wyndham will tag him out, but the runner.
That just happened to work perfect. Like you said, a line drive right back to Lauren Barano. Caught it for an out, throws it to third, gets him in a rundown. So a quick, or excuse me, it wasn't a line drive. I thought it was. So
It's a ground ball.
Yep.
It was a one hop to the pitcher, Lauren Barano. But a great job of recognizing by Chris County,
Up
and
to bat, number 7, Noah Walters.
as the hitter will advance to second, so they will still have runners at second and third. Now with one out.
and to mention, Jordan Grinnell comes in for the catcher at second base, number 17. It's Barano's first pitch to Noah Walters, the pitcher. Goes for ball 1. And Ricky White, the catcher, will head to the mound, have a conversation.
So Ricky just trying to calm his pitcher down as the Wildcats trying to get out of this jam. So it was runners on second and third with no outs, now with one. Lauren with a breaking ball in there and fouled off by Noah Walters, the pitcher. So the count now will be at 1-1.
Infield still playing on the grass as Barano floats that one in for strike 2. So now we have a 1-2 count for the pitcher. So pitcher versus pitcher here. So who can come out on top as Barano's fourth pitch just way outside on the right side of the plate.
So the count now even at 2-2. Ball game tied at 1 apiece. Here in the top half of the 5th, Chris County threatening as that pitch will be swung on and fouled off. So Noah Walters just battling and staying alive here, trying to add some cushion as he is on the mound.
The 2-2 pitch just outside, so we'll make it a full count here. Now we have a opportunity here to potentially get a second out or bases loaded, make the situation even more intense for Schley County as he goes down swinging. So Lauren Barano comes up with a beautiful outside pitch and is able to make Noah Walters swing on and miss. So that's 2 outs now.
So the Wildcats are 1 out away from getting out of this jam here in the 5th. That'll bring Tanner Massey to the plate.
So we have a correction. It's actually Dallas
Up to bat,
Phylum,
number 21, Dallas Phylum.
as he makes his first appearance tonight on for the Tanner Massey, the designated hitter. And Barano's first pitch tried to be framed by Ricky White. Umpire said nope, so ball 1.
So with 2 outs, the Wildcat infielders will back up and return to their normal positions. Michael Wainwright still playing in on the grass. As the 1-0 pitch will be in there for strike 1.
The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. We have a 1-2 count now. I think Barano has starting to find its groove right here. You know, the inning didn't start off the way they intended it, and able to get out of that jam so far. We have 2 outs and a 1-2 count. The pitch just low. Fans thought otherwise.
So the Wildcats 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. Count now at 2-2 as the pitch is delivered and swung on and missed by Chris County's Dallas File. As Sly County will be able to work out of that jam, as we will now go to the bottom half of the fifth. Ball game at tied at 1-1.
So up next for the Sly County Wildcats, leading off the bottom of the fifth, number 7, Ricky White, the catcher.
Ricky on his last plate appearance went down on 3 pitches. So
we've seen that a lot for Sly County's batters as he shows bunt. I believe he tipped it. Nevertheless, it is strike 1. But like I said earlier, we've seen a lot of Sly County batters go down on 3 strikes as he moves to 0-2.
Now Dylan Taylor, the shortstop for Sly County, is throwing in the bullpen. So let's see if they opt to go to him in the future of this ball game. Dakota Albritton on deck for Sly County. But Ricky White now down 0-2 in the count as the pitch is delivered, and it is going to be hit high down the first base line and will get out of the field of play. So the count will remain at 0-2.
Yeah, this is Ricky's second plate appearance, I believe. The count still 0-2 as Noah Walters is about to deliver the pitch. And it's called strike 3 on a breaking ball. Had Ricky White looking, and he goes down for Noah Walters' 8th strikeout for tonight. That brings on the senior left fielder, Dakota Albritton, number 22. But as I was saying, Noah Walters has 8 strikeouts. He's done very good tonight, keeping the Sly County batters on their toes, not being able to guess the pitches.
Right.
Last at bat for Dakota Albritton, he hit one right back to the pitcher, made some contact, but was out at first base as he sees strike 2.
So Dakota now down in the count, and the 0-2 pitch is delivered and swung on. But it will be in the dirt. Throw down the first will retire Dakota. So the first 2 batters of the bottom half of the fifth for the Wildcats have gone down via the strikeout, and that will bring up the leadoff man for the Wildcats in the that Dakota now back up the bat might have fouled that off, but now
I think the ball might have snuck and hit the umpire somewhere
so
where he's not protected. He's down on his knees.
so Dakota.
Yeah, I'm not sure what. I guess he did tip it.
I guess he tipped it and it went to the dirt.
But nevertheless, he is still
At the plate.
Yep.
We'll have a chance to still reach base. So the 0-2 pitch will be a ball. Ball 1 in this count.
the umpire's still shaking up. He's still on his knees. Wherever it hit him, he's feeling it.
Count now at 2-2 with 1 out, and as that ball will be swung on, hit to the second baseman as he will field it and throw over to first for the second out of the inning. And that will lead back to the leadoff man for the Wildcats, the shortstop, Garrett Peavy, who's now playing second base as he started this game in center field.
Yep. Then they all got rotated by the pitching change from Gooden to Barano, so Peavy making his third plate appearance. Walters with his first pitch outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch swung on and fouled right into the Crisp County dugout. Now evens the count.
So Garrett Peavy yet to reach base in this ball game so far tonight. And the 1-1 pitch delivered and fouled off on the first base side. So Noah Walters still doing a great job in this ball game as he gave up a run in the last inning, and he has been perfect so far in this inning. And that
was close.
Close call, and Crisp County fans not sure about that one.
I think Peavy might have got a break there. That was very close as first baseman Bailey Barfield started to walk off the field. That pitch is a ball, so that makes it a full count now. So we got 2 outs, 3 balls, and 2 strikes. The game's still tied 1-1. And the pitch hit up to the middle, unable to make the play. Noah Walters, as it is bobbled by the shortstop, Connor Richmond. And Peavy will get a hit. So
that will bring up the shortstop, sophomore and Dylan Taylor, as he makes his third plate appearance of the game.
And like we said earlier, all the points on the board so far have come on in 2 outs. So let's see if Dylan Taylor can get something started here for the Wildcats. As Peavy shortens his lead up at first, and first pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
So Dylan Taylor, the shortstop, now down 0-1 in the count, 2 outs. The pitcher will step off the mound. So we get set to deliver the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball outside for ball 1. The count now evened at 1 apiece.
And Taylor's going to be patient here. as it's starting to get late into the game, and Walters' pitch count has to be pretty high so far. See if he could just get on base by a walk, as Peavy is put back at first base on a pickoff.
Garrett Peavy has got some speed over at first, so a ball in the gap, he might be able to come around.
Yeah.
But that ball will be just a bit outside, and count now at 2-1. 2-1 pitch, swung on and fouled off. So that will get out of play, so count now even at 2 apiece with 2 outs. Garrett Peavy still at first base.
And if Taylor is able to get on base, up next will be Dylan Wyndham, the first baseman. The 2-2 pitch, and Peavy's running, the throw down to second. He's in there in time as the ball gets away, and he's heading to third as he's going to make it. So he steals 2 bases.
Great base running recognition by Garrett Peavy as that ball gets away from the second baseman and gets into a spot where the center fielder's got to run quite a far ways to field that ball, and it was rolling away from the second baseman and the shortstop, and Garrett Peavy was able to get into third base standing up. So now that'll put Peavy at third base in scoring position with Dylan Taylor in a full 3-2 count with 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch high as Dylan Taylor will take his walk, and
like I said earlier, as Wyndham walks up to the plate, Noah Walters, I asked the question earlier, how does he perform in a different situation? Because we haven't seen many opportunities like this with the runners on base for Scott County, and Barano came up with a single or RBI single. So Wyndham has an opportunity to give the Cats their first lead tonight. Let's see how they respond.
He's got to do it with 2 outs, which every run has came in this ball game tonight with 2 outs, and he's going to hit that opposite field, and it is tailing away from the left fielder, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Garrett Peavy will come around to score from third, and Dylan Taylor is going to round third, coming home, and he is in there safely.
Wow.
So the Wildcats with the 2-run advantage here as Dylan Wyndham comes through with a big double in the bottom half of the 5th.
And like I said, Noah Walters has been very dominant majority of this game, and when he got put under the pressure with runners in scoring position, the Cats were able to come on top and able to put a 1 run on the board, and then now in the bottom of the 5th, a 2-point lead from a double from Wyndham. So that brings on the senior center fielder Ashton Gooden.
Ashton Gooden started this game on the mound, and
in
that last at bat it showed that he was frustrated as he was taking some hard cuts at the ball, and he went down swinging on a strikeout, and he's going to start this one down 0-1, but we'll watch that pitch go outside for ball 1. So the count now even, 1 apiece, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan Wyndham at second base with 2 outs.
And Ashton is a big hitter too. That's why he's in the 4-hole. And he takes ball high. It's pretty hard to throw a high fastball on Gooden as he's so tall. That will make the count 2-1 now.
So that ball will be outside and low, and
Gooden held up on that one.
Great job by the catcher of getting in front of that ball and not letting the runner Dylan Wyndham at second advance to third. That ball was cutting away from the catcher, but able to get in front. So Noah Walters now down 3-1 in this count. And you got to expect a fastball, and it is a fastball in the outer half of the plate. And the count now will be a full 3-2.
This is a big hit from Gooden as he can either get on base and let Trent come up to the plate. As he takes ball 4 and he comes and trots on down to first base, and that brings up Trent Bivens, the right fielder, who reached on the very first time by getting hit by the pitch, as we have Crisp County coach walk up to the mound. We're going to see a pitcher's change, or maybe just
I think Noah Walters
give it a
will
break.
stay out there. I think he's going out there just to try and calm him down. He's been
Yeah.
great so far tonight, but these last 2 innings, he's given up some big hits to Sly County with 2 outs. But, you know, that walk wasn't the worst thing in the world for Chris, because, you know, now you have a force at every base except home. So, ground ball, all you got to do is tag the bag, and that runner will be out.
Yep.
Number 20, Trent Bivens.
So that will bring up the right fielder Trent Bivens after the meeting at the mound.
So Noah Walters will deliver his first pitch to Trent Bivens as he fouls it off for strike 1. And Trent Bivens has a big opportunity to put some more damage in the 5th inning if he's able to put one in between the gaps.
So Dylan Taylor back to throwing in the bullpen. A great breaking ball again by Noah Walters.
Wow, that's a beautiful pitch. That was very beautiful. Froze Trent Bivens there. Now he's in an 0-2 count. Noah could, if he gets a strike, get out of a jam here. Crisp County obviously has the firepower to get put back, tie the game or take back the lead, as Trent Bivens hits one directly to the shortstop. He's going to take the long throw to first, as the first baseman is unable to scoop the ball up. So a
error on the either shortstop or the first baseman. It was low and in the dirt, and first baseman couldn't pick that ball, but that will bring up the pitcher, Lauren Barano, with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. There will be 2 outs, so.
Yeah, this is not the ideal position the coach thought that Noah Walters was going to be in as he was walking out to the mound. So we have a bases loaded and the first pitch strike to Lauren Barano.
Noah Walters still staying aggressive on the mound, trying to work out of this jam, as that pitch will be fouled back and over the net.
So a quick 0-2 count already. As Noah Walters gets to deliver the 3rd pitch. And it is looked on by Lauren Barano. He takes strike 3, so 3 runners left on the base, but the Cats do put 2 run lead on top, so 3-1 Cats as we enter the top of the 6th, and we'll be right back.
So now at the bat for Crisp County, as we are now in the top half of the sixth, will be Cade Jolly, the left fielder. So it'll be Cade Jolly, then Cole Lancaster, the third baseman, and then that will roll over back to the top of the lineup, and Toby Stripling, the center fielder.
Lauren Barano still out on the pitcher's mound, as we saw Dylan Taylor warming up. But Barano's first pitch goes for ball one.
So the 1-0 pitch swung on and called a strike. The count now even at 1 apiece. Wildcats hold a 3-1 lead.
Barano's third pitch on for strike, so a 1-2 count. And Slack County as a team tonight has right at 7 strikeouts and 3 walks, as those walks did come early into the game, as they get their 8th strikeout from Lauren Barano for out number 1.
So that will bring up Cole Lancaster, the third baseman.
Up to bat, number 4, Cole Lancaster.
So Barano's 0-0 pitch to Cole Lancaster is fouled off just past first base's side, so
Will be strike 1. So the 0-1 pitch on the way and swung on for strike 2. So Cole Lancaster he tried to rip that one into the gap, but
it was a hard cut right there. Barano was able to sneak that one past. So a quick pitcher's count on 0-2. As he delivers his third pitch, and it's popped up in the infield. Dylan Taylor will call it just past the second base side, so that will be out 2. So quick 2 outs so far in the top of the 6th inning, as Toby Stripling, the leadoff hitter, center fielder, comes in.
So.
And looks like we'll have a pitching change, as Barano did a great job of getting out of that jam in the top of the 5th inning and able to retire 2 hitters early.
So we're going to have people moving around now, as I believe Dylan Taylor will come on and pitch for the Wildcats, as Garrett Peavy will go from second base to shortstop, and Lauren Barano will go back to third base, as Michael Wainwright will sit down. And Logan Wirtz will come back into the game at second base. But as we make a quick pitch and change, we'll be right back.
So after the pitching change, Dylan Taylor comes on, and Toby Stripling, the number 2 center fielder, is on to receive ball 1 from Taylor. And like Cade mentioned earlier, we have a lot of players moving around, so just to refresh, right after this, third base Lauren Barano fields it, a high throw right over Dylan Wyndham, and it goes out of play, and that's going to advance the runner to second.
Lauren might be a little bit too loose after coming off the mound. Just let that one sail a little bit too far and over the fence.
Up to bat, number 12,
And
Connor Richmond.
Connor Richmond, the shortstop, comes up to the plate as Christmas County with 2 outs has a runner on second, but Logan Wirtz is at second base and Garrett Peavy moves to shortstop. Barano goes back to third, bringing off Michael Wainwright. And Dylan Taylor is the pitcher. So that's the changes in the middle of the 6th inning.
So Dylan Taylor's pitch delivered, and a breaking ball in the dirt is going to get away from Ricky White, and he couldn't get in front of that one.
So
That's happened quite a lot for Sly
Yep.
County, is
pass balls.
pass balls, letting those runners advance, but let's see if it comes back to hurt them here in the top half of the 6th.
And again, 2 outs, runners on third. Christmas County is threatening to at least cut the lead down to 1 as the freshman catcher Ricky White will head back to the mound.
So after the quick chat on the mound, Ricky will come back behind the plate, trying to calm down his pitcher into getting out of this jam. The runner at third. So that pitch will be in the dirt. Great job by Ricky
Yeah.
White not letting that ball get by and potentially having that run come home to score, as that is the center fielder Toby Stripling at third base.
And Taylor's 2-0 pitch. It's coming ahead. This is another one low and outside in the dirt. So Christmas County is now threatening to have runners at the corners. And say he gets put on first base with 2 outs, that'd bring up Jackson Napier, the second baseman.
Right, and you got to think.
And that would be the as Connor Richmond does go to first, and we have a throw to the home plate, and he's safe. So
There's nobody covering first.
Yeah. They catch Sly County off guard there with 2 outs in the inning after a pitching change. And
So the lead now cut to just 1 for Sly County, as Dylan Taylor a little rattled out there on the mound.
Up to bat, number 8, Jackson Napier.
As all those pitches were low and outside and in the dirt, and had a couple pass balls in that.
Yep.
In that at bat. But that will bring up second baseman Jackson Napier with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Connor Richmond, shortstop, he is the tying run at first. See, getting some small leads over there as another ball low and outside. It's been most of Taylor's pitches so far has been low and outside on the right side of the plate. Trying to make an adjustment. See if he can get out of the inning right here. It's a breaking ball left up high for ball 2. And we have a timeout as Coach Rooks will walk to the mound and have a quick chat.
Dylan seemed a little frustrated after that pitch, not going where
No.
he would like it to go, as he left that one high.
This has been a very good game so far.
It's been a great pitcher's duel,
It has.
as Noah Walters has been pitching excellent for Crisp County, except in the last 2 innings he's given up 3 runs on 2 outs. And 1 run in the 4th and then 2 in the 5th. They gave the Wildcats this 2-run lead, but the lead cut to 1 here in the top half of the 6th. So there will be no pitching changes. Coach Rooks just goes out there, tries to calm Dylan Taylor down. Jackson Napier with a 2-0 count lead in the batter's box.
Taylor giving a look over to the first base side as he delivers a pitch. Now called strike, so the mound visit worked. 2-1 count for the batter, Jackson Napier. As the second pitch, or excuse me, the fourth pitch delivers a strike, so evens the count now 2-2.
Great job by Ricky White on framing that pitch on the outer half of the plate and getting that called a strike for Dylan Taylor. So now the count evened up at 2 apiece. Runner still at first. And that pitch looked like the same pitch that he just threw, but couldn't get the call on that one as Wildcat players were looking to come off the field after that pitch.
And Dylan Taylor showing how emotional he gets, as showing the frustration as he knew that was a strike. 2-2 pitch is skied high right over the light, past behind first base. Now we have a full count.
Connor Richmond, the shortstop, still at first base. So he's moving on the pitch, and that will be a breaking ball that broke just a little out of the strike zone. And once again, Dylan was looking to come off the field after that one.
Yeah. Coach Rooks down on the first base side. Not happy with that call either. Taylor showing some frustration, some more.
So the batter now, Bailey Barfield, will call time in the batter's box. He's been playing first for Crisp County tonight. As that breaking ball is just inside for ball 1.
And Crisp County has found a way every inning to,
And
fight.
put some form of a threat. And
Yeah,
it's always been with 2 outs. Both teams
it has.
scoring all runs with 2 outs. And that ball in and out of the glove of Ricky White. And he looks to throw down to third. As the runner Connor Richmond will slide in to third safely. So now runners at second and third with 2 outs. The count at 1-1. The lefty, Bailey Barfield, still at the plate.
Yeah. Saw County, had a great first half of the top of the 6th with 2 early outs, and is just digging themselves in a hole right now with 2 runners in scoring position, and cut the lead down to 1 as a hard cut goes way into left out of play.
I believe that hit the net and came into the Crisp County dugout.
That was a big swing there
He tried to get all of that one.
from Bailey Barfield.
But the count now at 1-2. Dylan Taylor trying to work out of this jam as he will step off the mound.
This is
It's a big at bat
yeah.
right here. After Bailey Barfield, you've got the middle portion of your lineup as he will go down swinging, as the Wildcats will be able to work out of that jam. So we will go down to the bottom half of the 6th. Wildcats still hold a 1-run advantage. We'll be right back.
So now we head on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Trip Lumpkin the designated hitter as he takes his first pitch, looks on for ball 1.
Noah Walters still on the mound for Crisp County as he's been great so far tonight. He's tailed off a little bit towards the end of this ball game as the Wildcats have managed to score 3 runs in the past 2 innings, but that ball will be painted on the outer half of the plate and called strike 1.
And what I've noticed majority of tonight is both teams, as Trip Lumpkin fouls that one off, both teams are living on the outside of the plate a lot. And I've also noticed the umpire is not really giving the calls when a catcher is framing.
Right.
I mean, 1, 2 here and there. But he's been very
consistent on his calls, but that pitch swung on and by Trip Lumpkin, so the count now will be at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, and the count will now be evened up at 2 apiece. So on deck is Ricky White, the catcher, sophomore catcher. 2-2 pitch delivered and fouled off by Trip Lumpkin, so great job by Trip on staying alive.
Yep. Noah Walter has to be getting tired out there. He's pitched all of the game. He's done a very good job. The beginning part of the game tonight, and like you said, he's tailed off a little bit. That's got to do to, wearing out as the game goes on. But Crisp County is sticking with him, sticking with the starting pitcher as delivers the 3-2 pitch for ball 4, and that will put on Trip Lumpkin.
Great job by Trip Lumpkin of earning his walk there. He fouled off that tough inside pitch.
Yep. And Ricky White, like you said, next batter.
But the coach for Crisp County will be walking out to the mound, and I believe that's going to do it for Noah Walters. So there will be a pitch and change. We'll take a quick break too, as we'll be right back. Wildcats still with the one-run lead.
So the pitching change for Crisp County brings on Connor Richmond, who was the shortstop is now at pitchers as he fields a bunt attempt, or excuse me, he fields the bunt from Ricky White, makes a quick throw to first for out number 1.
And Noah Walters will move the shortstop, so just a 1-to-1 change for Crisp County.
So this brings on Dakota Albritton, the senior, number 22, left fielder.
Great job by Ricky White on that last at bat, getting that bunt down and moving Trip Lumpkin into scoring position. You know, as the Wildcats tried to add an insurance run.
Yep. Albritton's 0 for 2 tonight. He's made contact on every hit so far as the ball gets past the catcher, and runners are going to move up to into third base.
Great recognition by Trip Lumpkin on realizing that ball got by the catcher, and he easily will be able to move to third base. And now when
Dakota Albritton has the opportunity to put a score on the board, an RBI chance. The 1-0 pitch, high, right at the head level for ball 2. Dakota Albritton taking signs, called out by the coach. As he swings on, and it goes right back to the pitcher again. Pitcher makes a look to third, and Albritton has had three hits taken away.
Great job by the pitcher Connor Richmond on being able to go up and get that ball. As if that ball gets by him and into center field, that's another run for Sly County. It would be back to a 2-run advantage. But
I mean, Dakota Albritton's he's making good contact to the ball. He's bringing it right back up the middle, just right back to the pitchers, and the pitchers able to make a good defensive play.
So after the ground ball back to the pitcher, that will bring up Garrett Peavy as the first pitch of this at bat. He will swing on and foul off behind him for strike 1.
0-1 pitch. Hit high in the air, but will go out of play. So Crisp County now 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. The bottom of the 6th. Trying to maintain a 1-point deficit. The 0-2 pitch. Hit deep. A line drive right between the left fielder and the center fielder.
Great job by Garrett Peavy on making contact with that ball and putting it in the little gap between the left fielder, center fielder, and the shortstop. So that will bring in another run for Sly County as they're back to a 2-run advantage, and that'll bring up the pitcher and Dylan Taylor. As he came around to score on his last time out. Dylan Wyndham, the first baseman in the on-deck circle, but the first pitch of this at-bat will be down low and inside for ball 1.
And he goes a pickoff move, trying to get Peavy back to the first base. Says
just keep it in minus.
Yeah,
Peavy's got good speed over there.
A big lead as well.
And making sure he's not going anywhere, trying to get in the scoring position as the 1-0 pitch will be delivered and called ball 2.
The Cats are trying to crack this one open. Like you said, they got a 2-point lead now with a great hitter at the plate, at the 2-hole.
So Dylan Taylor just trying to reach base here. That ball will be swung on and fouled off to the parking lot.
And let's see how Connor Richmond responds after letting up a run and a runner on first. See?
That
Delivers
ball
a-
will be fouled off again by Dylan Taylor and out of the field of play. As Garrett Peavy was looking to steal on that one, so the count now at 2-2.
Peavy had a big lead, shortens it up a little, and the 2-2 pitch down low.
Breaking ball in the dirt as he tried to get Dylan Taylor to swing on that one. So Garrett Peavy now at first in a full count with 2 outs. Will be on the move as Dylan Taylor was swinging. He takes that opposite field, and that ball is hit deep, and it's one hop the fence as Garrett Peavy is going to come all the way around from first and in the score. So a double by Dylan Taylor will increase the Wildcat lead.
They're cracking this game open now. Yeah. As now this brings on Dylan Wyndham, the senior first baseman.
His last at bat, he had a big double.
Sure did.
Just to where Dylan Taylor hit that last ball and back to the left field wall.
Yep.
And
Yes, and this is the third batter at the beginning, or the starting lineup. So up next will be
Ashton Gooden in the on-deck circle.
in the 4-hole. We'll see what Dylan Wyndham can do here with a runner at second. This is his first pitch delivered to him. He takes, I believe it's ball 1, and Dylan Taylor will advance off a pass ball. So now we have another runner right in scoring position for an RBI chance. And here goes the 1-0 pitch. Dylan Wyndham takes it high for ball 2. Connor Richmond is beginning to struggle a little bit here. The game is close enough now. It's getting cracked open. Runner on third. Dylan Wyndham fouls one high and out of play.
So Dylan Wyndham now in the 2-1 count with 2 outs. He's got a runner on third. That pitch will be outside for ball 3.
The 3-1 pitch to Wyndham as he takes ball 4. So now we have runners at the corners. And that brings on the 4-hole hitter and Ashton Gooden, senior.
Number 25, Ashton Gooden.
Catcher's giving the infield a sign. There's 2 outs still. Connor Richmond delivers his first pitch to Gooden for ball 1.
So Ashton Gooden, the senior center fielder, stands in the box with a 1-0 count, and as that ball will be outside for ball 2. And Connor Richmond, you know, he really hasn't found his groove here in this inning. So he came on for Noah Walters. He's now a shortstop, but Ashton Gooden will swing on that pitch, and so that will get by him, and the count now at 2-1. Wildcats done a great job in this inning of increasing that cushion as they hold a 3-run lead and still threatening to put more runs on the board with Dylan Taylor at third and Dylan Wyndham at first.
So we have the 2-1 pitch from Connor Richmond, and it goes on for ball 3. So the Cats have an opportunity here to load the bases And that would bring on Trenton Bivens if that plays out, who's also a big hitter. The 3-1 pitch from Connor Richmond is fouled high and behind the plate, and it will go out of play. Now, Gooden looking at a full count here.
So Dylan Wyndham will be on the move at first base as 3-2 pitches in and up and in for ball 4. So Ashton Gooden will take his base and bring up the junior right fielder Trent Bivens, and the catcher Jack Carter will go out to talk to Connor Richmond and try and calm him down. Now bases loaded.
Yeah, this is not what Crisp County wanted, as they were looking at just a 1-point deficit, and now down by 3, with bases loaded, 2 outs, unable to get out of this inning here.
And the damage has been done with 2 outs.
It has all night. It's where all the runs have come on. It was on 2 outs. As Bivens takes strike 1, the 0-1 pitch nearly hits him again. It's the 3rd time Trent Bivens has been almost hit, as he was hit 1 time.
In the 2nd inning, he was hit by Noah Walters, who started this game and was replaced by Connor Richmond in this inning. But the count now at 1-2.
Got a pitcher's count here for Connor Richmond. The 1-2 pitch to Bivens. Low and hits the dirt. Catcher did a good job of blocking that, and Jack Carter.
So the 2-2 pitch swung on and hit by Trent Bivens to the first baseman as he make the play, and
they call him safe at the first base bag. It was mighty close. I wasn't sure. I'm not even sure.
It was a bang-bang play, 50-50, and that will go to the runner. But it will advance Dylan Taylor to come.
And we have the Crisp County coach coming to talk to the infield judge, Waltons, I believe, or maybe he's just talking to the pitcher. Looks like it's the pitcher. So, I mean, it was, like you said, a bang-bang play.
I believe we will have a pitching change for Crisp County.
Looks like it will be, as that brings on, not sure who it is. It looks like Jordan Grinnell, if I'm correct. Yeah, it will be Jordan Grinnell who comes on for the pitching change. So as he's warming up, we'll take a break for a second. 6-2, the Cats on top in a big 6th inning, breaking the lead. We'll be right back. So Jordan Grinnell comes on and he delivers the first pitch as ball one. And his second pitch is low and inside.
Ball 2.
Now to Lauren Barano.
Or Barano, the third baseman. And a hitter's 2-0 count. 2 outs, bases loaded. Here in the top half of the 6th.
He hits one to the second baseman, and it goes between his glove. So that's going to be an error for the second baseman, as 2 runs will score. The lead now up to 8. Or excuse me, up to 6. 8-2 ball game, as Sly County has just really opened it up here. All on 2 outs.
They're blowing this game wide open to a 6-run lead here in the top half, or excuse me, in the bottom half of the 6th. So that will bring up the freshman Trip Lumpkin, the runner at first and second.
Trip Lumpkin has made some great contact tonight. There's just a lot of fly balls, high fly balls at that. As he takes first pitch for strike 1 on the outside the plate.
So the 1 pitch on the way and delivered and in the dirt for ball 1. So good out by Trip Lumpkin on taking that breaking ball.
So we got runners at first and second with the 1-1 pitch from Jordan Grinnell, as he throws it in there, strike 2 on the outside of the plate again. And like I said earlier, that's where most of your calls have been coming, on the outside of the plate. So Jordan Grinnell trying to get his team out of this inning, which has not been a very good one for Crisp County, as he hits Trip Lumpkin there, and the opposite of what they intended. That brings on the catcher, Ricky White. Bases loaded again.
Wildcats have batted all the way around to Ricky, as I believe he led off this inning.
Yep.
For the Wildcats.
And I think he was the first out at that, actually. And then Dakota Albritton came on at the second out with a hit right back to the pitcher, as he gets called for strike 1.
Ricky bunted Trip Lumpkin across, as Trip Lumpkin batted first in this inning. The 0-1 pitch, called a ball.
The 1-1 pitch from Grinnell. Little tap from Ricky White down the line, as it is going to be caught from the right fielder, Alex Kelly. So that will retire the bottom of the 6th inning. Crisp County trying to get out of that one, as they let up 5 runs. Now we'll go right back.
So we are back now in the top half of the seventh.
14, Jack Carter.
As we've got a couple changes for Sly County. Garrett Peavy now on the mound, and Trip Lumpkin behind the plate, and Ricky White, who was the catcher, got moved to second base.
And the batter at the plate right now is catcher Jack Clark. Jack Carter. As Peavy delivers his first pitch. Swung on and fouled, so that will give a strike one. Cats trying to get a quick 3 up and 3 down here in this game.
On a good note, they
Yep.
blew this game open in the bottom half of the sixth, scoring 5 runs.
As Peavy
Delivers the pitch and is in there for strike 2.
the 0-2 pitch from Peavy skips by the catcher for ball 1.
So Peavy's 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, hit right back up the middle, and Ricky White tries to make a diving attempt at it, but will go off the glove and into center field.
That does set up the double play here for the Cats, as I believe Jackson Napier, or no, excuse me, Nick Lanou makes his plate appearance for the first time tonight.
Ethan Pollock will come in for Jack Carter at first base to pinch run for the catcher.
Up to bat, number 9, Nick Leno.
So we got a runner on first, no outs. We have Nick's first plate appearance for tonight. So Peavy looks to runner at first, gets set to deliver his first pitch, and it's scampers outside, so ball 1.
So Peavy's 1-0 pitch delivered and in there for strike 1. Got Nick looking on that one. It's the runner still at first, not trying to steal. Peavy looks him off and pitch delivered and swung on for strike 2. So Garrett now in a 1-2 advantage on the mound.
Yep. Peavy still looking, the runner on at first. He delivers his 1-2 pitch outside again, so that evens the count at 2.
So now the 2-2 pitch delivered and swung on for strike 3. So it'll be another strikeout for the Wildcats on the night.
Well, that's right at 9 strikeouts tonight for the Sly County
Up to bat,
Wildcats.
number 19, Tanner Mason.
Tanner Macy, now the designated hitter, will come up to the plate. With 1 out and a runner on first and the 0-0 pitch in there for strike 1 as he got Tanner looking on that one. Wildcat pitchers has done a great job settling in after giving up that early run in the first inning. They've only given up 1 the rest of the ball game as
Yeah.
the 0-1 pitch delivered in there for strike 2 by Garrett Peavy.
Ashton Gooden struggled a little bit in the first 2 innings, but
Had to
only
work
held
out of some jams, and he
Yep.
gave up that
only
that-
1 run.
1 run in the first, but after that, Wildcat pitchers have been pretty much perfect. They've had to work out a couple of jams here and there. It's a check swing.
No, field judge says he was safe, so it'll go down as ball 1. Yeah, and also the as the game progressed, the starting pitcher for Crisp County, Noah Walters,
He started to fade away and tinker off there towards the end, but the stolen base attempt will be successful for Crisp County as the throw down by Trip Lumpkin will not get there in time. It was a little short on the throw, fielded by Ricky White at second base. So the count will be even at 2 apiece for Tanner Messi at the plate.
so Peavy's 2-2 pitch, as he's looking the runner at second, delivers a ball just low that will give a full count. So we still have 1 out and 1 runner on.
Good pitch by Peavy there, and not giving him too much, where you can get a good piece of the ball, keeping it low, trying to get him to chase, but that will be in there for strike 3 as he got Tanner Massey looking on that one. So he goes down. That'll be 2 outs. With Cade Jolly, the left fielder, at the plate. So Chris now down to their final out with the runner at second, trying to keep this game alive.
As he takes his first cut at a strike, so 2 more strikes to go.
If there's a time to score runs, it is now.
Yeah.
I mean, every run has came across with 2 outs so far in this ball game tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me if they don't, score some runs here, being it's 2 outs.
They are down by 6. And the 0-1 pitch delivered in there, and a great pitch by Garrett Peavy.
Yeah.
Peavy is Cade Jolly couldn't hold up on that breaking ball, so it broke away from him. And
Now we're down to the final strike. Peavy looking the runner at second and delivers the 0-2 pitch just outside. Thought that could have been it, but umpire thought otherwise, so Peavy with the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed, and that's going to end the game, folks. So Cats were down at the very beginning of the game by 1, able to prevail and score right at 6 unanswered points. Come out on top 8-2, so the Cats get a big win here over Crisp County. I'm Dylan Wall, joined alongside Cade Powell, and we want to thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.